Welcome to the Jason Coleman Show. It is great to have you here once again for a piano concert from our home to yours. And today's show is really going to be fun. Today I'm bringing you a concert of Arkansas country legends. Now, the first question you might be asking, why Arkansas? Because if you know me, you'll know that I am a born and raised Tennessean. I'm here outside of Nashville right now in our home, and our family's been here in Nashville for a couple of generations. But my granddad Floyd Cramer and my grandma Mary both hail from Arkansas. Granddad grew up in the town of Huttig, and my grandma grew up in Gravely, Arkansas. So our family has some deep Arkansas roots, which we're awfully proud of. And as I've come to discover, for a state that's really not the largest in the nation, an astounding number of country music legends have come from Arkansas. It's really not quite fair to all the rest of the states, if I'm honest. So today, I'm going to play for you a piano concert honoring the Arkansas roots of some country legends. And then later on in the show, I've got a really exciting video to share with you of my grandfather's induction into the Arkansas Country Music Hall of Fame. So stick around till the end of the show for that, but in the meantime, we've got a lot of great music to get to. So I opened the show for you just now with our first Arkansas country legend of the day, the man in black, Johnny Cash, born in Kingsland, Arkansas, and grew up in Dyess, and went on to become one of country's greatest performers of all time, of course. Up next, though, we're going to honor a country great who grew up in Helena, Arkansas. He was born Harold Jenkins. But that name really didn't have quite the ring to it that you needed to be a country star, right? Harold Jenkins, I mean, come on now. Especially compared to the name that he took on for himself in 1957. So the story goes that he was looking at a road map when he saw Conway, Arkansas, and Twitty, Texas, and he decided to put the two names together. So here now is my tribute to Conway Twitty. Well, hello to all you darlings out there. Today we are honoring the Arkansas roots of some of country music's greatest entertainers here on the Jason Coleman Show, including my granddad Floyd Cramer. So I know many of you are tuned in today from across the country and even from across the globe. It's always amazing for us to get to see how far around the world our concerts reach, from our living room all the way to yours. So be sure as always to say hello and leave a comment there. But especially today, if you're from Arkansas or if you have any kind of connection or memory associated with Arkansas, be sure to comment to let us know that too. So our next Arkansas country legend grew up in El Dorado in South Arkansas. He's one of country's earliest and most influential singers. He was a frequent Louisiana hayride performer like my granddad, and he was a true honky-tonker, all right? Now I'll play for you now his first #1 hit from 1950. Here's Lefty Frizzell. The next Arkansas country legend we're going to honor today here on the Jason Coleman Show was born in Colt, Arkansas. He graduated from high school in Forest City, and he's one of the greatest countrypolitan artists of all time. And by countrypolitan, I mean it was this sort of next generation or next iteration maybe of the Nashville sound of the 60s. It had a smooth, sophisticated, very pop kind of country sound. And this artist I'm talking about was the Silver Fox, Charlie Rich. I'll play for you now one of Charlie's biggest hits. It won all kinds of awards, but you know that I always like focusing in not just on the artist, but on the backup musicians who played on all these great records, especially the piano parts. And this song has one of the greatest signature piano parts that you will all recognize, I'm sure. Now on the record, it's not Charlie Rich playing piano, and it's actually not Floyd Cramer either, even though it's got some great slip notes in it. It's actually Country Music Hall of Fame session pianist Hargus Pig Robbins playing piano on this record, and so I'll do my best now to honor both Pig Robbins and Arkansas legend Charlie Rich. Here is Behind Closed Doors. The Three Bells, released in 1959 by a trio of Arkansas country legends, the Browns, Jim Ed, Maxine, and Bonnie. They grew up in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and you can hear Floyd Cramer's piano on many of their records, including The Three Bells. All right, folks, we have a special guest performance coming up next. Today, we're going to share with you now one of our favorite Avery moments from the past. And it's going to help us pay tribute to our next Arkansas country legend, hailing from Delight, Arkansas. So now, paying tribute to the great Glen Campbell, here is Avery Cramer Coleman. Ready, Avery? What's the song called? What are we going to play today?
Rhinestone Cowboy.
Oh yeah, here's our little rhinestone cowboy right here. You're looking good too. Ready? All right. You know the first notes? You gonna do the intro with me? Okay, ready? Fingers ready. All right, you ready? What you doing? Okay, you doing the intro with me? Here we go. I'll count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was great, bud. All right, folks, we still have a ways to go in our show, so don't change the channel yet or get worried we're about to wrap things up. But before we get any further, I want to just offer a quick word of thanks to all of you for helping us reach our 80th episode of the Jason Coleman Show today. 80 episodes. What in the world? Every time I hit one of these milestones, I just stop and think, wow, 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 wow. We have shared a lot of time together the last 2 years, hadn't we? And it's just been our pleasure along the way every minute. And it all continues to be made possible only because of your support. So thank you, thank you, thank you to all of our supporters. And I want to recognize now some of you today who have stepped up as our silver and gold supporters to help us even a little bit extra. So today we extend a special thanks to Marjorie Trulock, to Judy Enderby, to Curtis Fox, our friend from Arkansas, to Beth Briggs, Susan Wofford, Gloria Volkmer, Jean Young, John Robert Meyer, Kay Herring, and Janet Applegarth Yarborough. Thanks to each of you and to all of our supporters for making today's episode of our show possible and for helping us keep it free for everybody to enjoy. Natalie, Avery, and I just are so thankful for all of you who've come alongside us on this musical journey we've been on for a while now, and we still got a ways to go. And if you're not yet a supporter and you're enjoying the Jason Coleman Show, we would love for you to join our supporter family too. Find out more and sign up at jasoncolemanmusic.com/join. Okay, now I'm really excited about this next part of today's show. Now I know we've barely scratched the surface of the country icons who hail from Arkansas. The list would also include Patsy Montana, the Wilburn Brothers, Jimmy Driftwood, Barbara Fairchild, Tracy Lawrence, Ronnie Dunn, Colin Ray, not to mention so many songwriters, producers, musicians, disc jockeys, and many more who have made an enormous impact on country music. So as you can guess, Arkansas is well represented in the Country Music Hall of Fame, and all the artists whose songs I've played for you today are in the Arkansas Entertainers Hall of Fame, as well as the Arkansas Country Music Hall of Fame. In fact, Floyd Cramer was just inducted earlier this year as a member of the Arkansas Country Music Hall of Fame, and a large contingent of the Cramer Coleman family traveled to Conway earlier this summer for the ceremony to induct him. And it was there that I was proud to perform in honor of my granddad. I was really honored to be joined by the legendary Jeannie Seeley for a song in honor of him. And as you'll see, my grandma Mary had us all in tears as she spoke to accept his award. It was a special night, and it's an occasion that I'm happy now to share with all of you. So let's watch now Floyd Cramer's induction into the Arkansas Country Music Hall of Fame at the 2022 Arkansas Country Music Awards. Take a look.
Known for his slip note piano style, few musicians have left the imprint on the music industry as Huttig native Floyd Cramer.
Before moving to Nashville in 1955, Cramer was a cast member of the famed Louisiana Hayride. Once in Music City, he played on countless major recording sessions. Also, between 1958 and 1962, Cramer charted 11 singles, most notably Last Date.
Here to honor his grandfather as a great musician in his own right, performing Cramer's 1961 instrumental On the Rebound, make welcome Jason Coleman.
Please Help Me, I'm Falling by Hank Locklin and Crazy by Patsy Cline. Additionally, he played on hits by artists such as Don Gibson, Eddie Arnold, the Browns, Jim Reeves, Brenda Lee, Roy Orbison, the Everly Brothers, and many, many others.
Another big hit featuring Cramer was The End of the World, recorded by Skeeter Davis in 1962. Backed by Diane Berry and Joe Wade Smith, here to sing that song is a lady who this September will celebrate 55 years as a member of the Grandad Floyd Cramer. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Country Soul, Jeannie Seeley.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here with Jason tonight, since his grandfather, I can't believe, I never dreamed when Floyd Cramer played on my first signature song that I'd be here playing with Jason, but what a thrill. Thank you, Jason, for allowing me to do that.
Jeannie, thank you everybody for this great honor. Now when you think about Floyd Cramer, you do think about one song in particular. This is a song that my granddad wrote in 1960. It's the perfect example of the Nashville sound, the perfect
demonstration of the slip note style. It's a song called Last Date.
Posthumously inducted into both the Country Music and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2003. Here to accept Cramer's Lifetime Achievement Award is his grandson Jason Coleman and his widow Mary Cramer.
Hello, everyone. I'm so glad to be back in Arkansas. It's been hard. I'm so happy to know he has won this beautiful award in the Lifetime Achievement Award. And I would just like to say I would appreciate all of the things that you still do for my husband, all the music, and keep on playing. And I appreciate Jason and little Avery Cramer.
The great-grandson.
Great-grandson.
All the great-grandkids.
Oh, yeah. But I want to tell you that now all my family are here tonight. My two daughters and their husbands, and then the couple of grandkids, you know.
Four grandkids.
Four grandkids, and then great-grandkids. Little Avery's here, and then little Ben and Blair, they couldn't come. And little Lily and little Oliver. But anyway, I know we're naming them all. But I want to tell you this, I met Mr. Wonderful at age 18. We moved to Huddy. My dad was a sawyer, and I'll tell you a little secret, the sparks flew. And it wasn't long, you know, that they really were flying. And we married at 20, and so we moved to Nashville then on our first wedding anniversary. And Floyd did a recording session the next morning with the Carter family. So I guess that was a good start. But then after that, it started kind of going downhill. Yeah, because really you had to work hard anyway. But I'm just glad to be here. And I wish that, I feel like Floyd's looking down and saying, look at all of this, you know. Yeah. And I appreciate all of y'all being here, and it's glad to be back, happy to be back in Arkansas. And Sugar, I love you.
It's a night our family will remember forever. Thanks to the Arkansas Country Music Awards for the honor and for providing that video for us. And thanks to all of you for watching. Take care, and we'll see you next time on The Jason Coleman Show. Your favorite piano songs from The Jason Coleman Show are now available on CD. 13 albums and counting, including a brand new tribute to the great Ronnie Milsap. Plus the iconic songs of Elvis Presley. Also the country standards of George Jones and Tammy Wynette. And the feel-good music of John Denver. These new CDs are the latest in my Live from the Jason Coleman Show series, joining the timeless music of Glen Campbell, the smooth sounds of the Carpenters, the smash hits of Roy Orbison, and The Young Years, a concert from my Grandad Floyd Cramer's childhood piano. Plus a gospel piano concert, Hymns from the Heart. Also, Christmas hymns from the heart. And don't forget my Country Gold piano collection, spanning the greatest country hits of the 50s and 60s, the 70s and 80s, and the 90s and 2000s. All 13 of these Live from the Jason Coleman Show CDs are on sale now. Get the entire collection in one discounted bundle, or check out our mix and match deal. Buy any 3 and get your 4th CD free. Order online at jasonmusicstore.com or call 833-633-8885 to order over the phone. So if you're a fan of our Sunday shows, now you can enjoy the music anytime on CD, Live from the Jason Coleman Show. Order yours today. You're listening to The Jason Coleman Show on WSM Radio.